That's his thing.
He's
Just he just wants to cosplay a serial killer.
Yeah,
Okay.
cosplay fucking. What was that guy
from Silence of the Lambs? Right? He's the one who does the.
I was thinking of Jeffrey Dahmer.
Oh God!
So my question is for you guys. After you guys are done fighting, I know you said you were going to harvest the eyes for sure. Was there anything else you were trying to get from this thing? And the other question is...
Planet Soul?
No. Not unless you have something that states, I can catch this thing's soul.
Hey guys, I found this soul gem. I found it in Morrowind.
If I just inhale really hard.
We down here looking for?
Vestin immediately gets hit with the Skyrim opening item. You must play the whole Skyrim.
So, hey, you're finally awake.
I saw someone do like a brain rot edit of that whole speech.
Brain rot edit.
Yeah, it's like
you're Skibbity, Ohio. Finally.
Well, I think everyone should think of Ohio when they die.
No.
You were caught trying to cross the Ohio Rizzler.
You've had your last L take, kid.
L take.
No more green for you.
Last brain cell.
It's okay. You can share mine.
But
I don't think I want to.
The other question was, did you guys want to sleep here in the same place, or did you want to move a little bit further?
I don't know. The sound of your voice makes me think that I want to move a little further.
I want to go where it's safe.
I mean, technically, you killed the thing here. You don't know. There's no way of knowing where's safe.
I ask my God, where's safe, God?
The sun. The sun is safe.
Okay, let's go to the sun, guys.
I'm a water elf. I think the sun would cook me. I'd be cooked, guys.
I think the sun would probably cook all of us.
Yeah, that's the point, right?
Well, have fun with that.
We must return to the sun.
But we're down here hunting mushroom people. Specifically, we're trying to kill the leader of the thing controlling the mushrooms.
Did any of us bring any fungicide?
I have bombs.
I got a bag full of oil.
Bombs. Bombs. That's all we need.
We got oil and
Pretty
bombs.
sure you used
I have the
your
capacity
bomb.
to commit domestic terrorism.
Pretty sure you used your fucking bomb.
I have
it's
more than one.
9/11, boys. Perfect
I
timing.
hit 2 of them.
Yeah, I have one left.
Guys, we gotta play Minecraft and finish 9/11 before 9/11.
We need to finish 9/11 before 9/11.
I'm down.
But yeah, you guys want to sleep here, or what do you want to do?
We got 25 minutes until it's 9/11 or final lives.
Make a wish.
Oh. Okay, I guess we'll sleep here. I see no reason why not. I can sleep in the water. Is the water safe?
Probably
if I
not.
perceive the water, if I perceive the water, I'm gonna get near the water and
You dove into the
and I'm
water
Good last time.
Yeah, you dove into it last time.
I know. I had no choice. There was
You
there's
had
no
a
other
choice.
way down.
Let you walk on water at any point in time.
I don't think I went into the water at all.
I didn't either.
Hold on.
If I remember telling you, it was clearer than the water that you guys walked on before.
I don't know which one of these you'll need. So take your choice of intelligence or perception. Wait, did it go?
I'll take perception so I get even more passive perception.
There you go. What's in the water? If I were to sleep in the water,
Sure. We'll see. We'll say with the 13. You look at the surface level and kind of like pick up some water. Besides like just the dirt and stuff that's being kicked up from the waterfall, it doesn't look like it's any kind of like poisonous, dangerous, anything like that. And once you go in and start like looking around, you don't like you find it goes down a little ways for sure, but as far as you can tell, besides like a few like crevices and openings here and there that don't seem to go anywhere, it seems pretty empty.
Okay. I yell up to everybody else, guys, the water's safe if you want to sleep here, because I forgot that they're not also water elves.
Yeah, come drown in the water, everybody.
And I just pull out my bagpipes and just lay on my back and start playing. It's a flotation device. It floats. It's fine.
See, in my head, I was just picturing you slowly floating down to the bottom as air bubbles pop up and play the bagpipe sounds.
No, I was so just.
Yeah, they
coming up out
they
of
don't
the
make any
water,
noise. They don't make any noise under the water. It's just as soon as the bubbles pop up
but
above,
it
this
says
sound
yeah,
gets.
that's
What the
I'm
fuck
hearing
was
it.
that loud noise?
What? Do you hear loud noise?
They heard dinging.
Yeah, was that your phone?
Yeah,
Somebody's
that was my alarm. I apologize.
Nah, it's fine.
How very dare you?
But did anybody have anything special they wanted to do before going to sleep?
Play my
Can I
bagpipe.
learn to blow shit up with my mind?
No.
So what can I do with the eyes of the Jabberwock?
You eat them.
We'll have to go to a wait. There's a pool of water up where Jordan is. I'm gonna sleep in this pool of water.
I mean, as far as right now, you probably don't have the proper equipment to do much with them besides eat them, ergo. But I mean, you could probably make something out of them. It'd just take equipment and time.
Okay. Then I would probably go rest then after that long ass battle.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if nobody had anything special they wanted to do, we'll say, you guys get a long rest in. Let me do a roll. Okay.
I wish my bardic inspiration reset whenever I long rested. But no,
It does.
I got a manual. No, it
It
doesn't.
does.
Oh no, she's
No,
talking
it
about on her
doesn't.
sheet.
Yeah, on my sheet, like it doesn't reset like by itself. I have to go and manually put it the number back.
Oh, it should. Here, let me see.
Yeah. Hey, boy.
yeah.
Hi.
We'll
I'm
say
gonna
you
give you a
guys.
Oh, you have it turned off. There you go. There you go. I fixed it. You should work now.
You guys
Well, okay.
get a long
That's
rest in, and
There we go. You're right. Thank you.
after waking up, the Dorgar woman tells you, Iron, that it shouldn't be too far now. Hopefully, maybe about like another couple hours to get out of here, like to get to
Whatever
the end of
happened
the
to
cave.
Whatever
Okay.
happened to the rats we were following? Did we leave them?
Yeah, we've let them a while ago.
Yeah, you guys met there. They led you to their like king person, and then
Oh
they
wait,
stayed
we're
there.
in this underground because of them.
No, you guys
Right?
voluntarily came
No.
down here.
Oh, that was the Dorgar lady camp that we were at. Okay, sorry. I forgot how we got here. Okay, look.
We walked.
I know we've been walking.
Long away.
Guys,
Secret
What?
tunnel.
how does
Secret
any of this have,
tunnel.
Yeah.
anything to do with the fact that we were trying to help build a city?
Nothing. at
Why
all.
why are we in
were
the undercroft right now?
We were in the volcano. The volcano has a tunnel that led to here. We boarded. We originally sealed it up because there was like some weird shit coming out of it, with like the mushroom people. And then it like the seal broke one day, and Jordan got some visions in his dreams about this like entity that's
Yeah.
down here, and then we sought out to eliminate that entity.
Okay, so we're just doing this because it came after Jordan.
Well,
Yeah,
no,
they're just
it
trying to
was-
haunt dreams.
Basically, it haunted his dreams, and then the seal that you guys had wasn't very like effective in air quotes because the mushrooms can burrow, they can go through the fucking ground, so it was only a matter of time before they just started breaking through.
Okay, so we've got to eliminate them while they're down here before they get to the surface.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I don't remember if you were here for the time when they got up on the wall, but there was a huge
No, I
fucking
don't think so.
army that was in the city that the Dorgar lady escaped from.
Well, I remember being there for the beginning of it when we stopped the session, but I don't know if I was there for the rest of it because I remember we were like shooting towards the walls, and that's the last thing I remember. So,
But yeah,
are we outside of the cave now?
yeah, I was gonna say
No.
after a couple hours of just like kind of uneventful walking and kind of crawling through some smaller caves, there's not much to note other than some like kind of oversized like bugs, like grubs, centipedes, and all kinds of stuff that scatter as soon as they like hear footsteps. But yeah, other than that, you guys pop out on this side of the mountain range.
Wait,
Popping
where are
bottles in the ice like a
we?
slither.
Are we outside of the like?
Yeah, you guys, as you exit out the tunnel, there's still no light, so it's hard to like visually see, but you can tell like as soon as you exit the cave, there is a fucking like mountain size, mountain in front of you. It's a huge rock. And looking off to the next side, you can just out of like kind of corner of your dark vision, you can see like the silhouette of another one.
This mountain is mountain-sized.
So is this all still underground?
Yes. You would assume from the
Okay.
lack of light, probably.
Okay. All right. So
Take me to
Which
your
way?
leader.
which way to where we need to go?
Here, let me make a
Point
roll.
me at what I need to stab.
Make a roll
Exact-
for the Dorgar lady.
Stabby, stab, stab, stab.
Plus, okay.
Hey kids, want to see a dead body?
She mentions to Iron that, like, it, like, from what she remembers being told, it should be off somewhere in, like, that direction, diagonally down. But she could be a little bit off. She tells you that the Dorgar made a, like, contingency plan to come here in case like something happened, but she doesn't specifically remember exactly where. She just knows it was more down in the mountain range than anything.
Mm. Okay. All right.
So I'm assuming this is rough terrain. So how many squares can we move?
Yeah, how many?
I will give you the benefit because you have her in your party. 3.
3. Okay.
Yeah. Without her, it would be a lot more difficult because not being able to see shit is already kind of fucked, but climbing a mountain or just going around a mountain is just extra hard.
I say we go to about right here, and then we have to rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
But as you do go, a couple things to note. As you're making your way around some of these mountains, at one point you kind of have to go a little bit lower and then go back up. You can tell that this whole, at least a good portion of this mountain range, that red water you guys got dunked in at the very beginning runs through here quite
Like-
a good amount. um
Is this like a river of this red fluid,
it seems like
or is it just like pools of this red fluid?
it seems more like it's running water. It's from the one you would have passed, it seems like it is running off to the left-hand side, like going left outward to the I think it's east. Maybe, I don't know. I don't have a compass on this map.
Okay.
Yeah, it would be
So-
west.
So does anything look living inside of these like pools of water or in these like streams? Can we see in them? Are they too dark?
Well, the way okay, so with the way dark vision works, you see everything in black and white unless there's actual light source. And just looking at the top of the pool, you can see it's a very darker shade of I'd say black. But yeah, it's very hard to see in them.
If I were to cast dancing lights into these waters or around this area, what do we see?
Yeah, you would definitely see, if you stood there for maybe 10 minutes, you would definitely see some kind of aquatic life, like fish or something. Although they do not look like the ones that are near the surface do not look normal by any means. You assume whatever was down here has adapted to being in the dark as well as being in this weird gunky water.
Okay. Seeing as I am an elf from the ocean, would I be able to tell if this is actually water? Can I tell that?
Yeah, I mean, when you guys first got down here, you guys took a swim in this water to get to the shoreline.
Oh, so that's what I was sleeping in.
No. This was way back when you guys first got down here. Because when you first got down here, there was a waterfall that you kind of had to jump down from that they jumped into. So I would assume your character, because you weren't. I don't think you were here for that session. We'll just say your character went through it. But yes, it is water, but it is contaminated for some reason. Because once you get into the water, the red consistency in the water is like this sticky. I don't know the best way to put it. It's picture a gelatin that's all types of spongy and just sticky and nasty. And
okay, I use a summoner spell barrier when I get into this water.
But yeah.
I could just cast water walking. You don't have to get in the water.
Okay, yeah, let's do that from now on when we're near this water. I don't trust it.
But luckily, you don't
Okay.
have to go into the water. You're up on a mountain right now where it's running by.
Well, now.
Um,
Okay, so we long rest, short rest, whatever we got to do.
It would be
And
long
then we can
rest
go
once you get
forward.
there. But I will say, as you guys are traveling, again, you do hear far off noises, especially here. It sounds like any kind of like loud noise made kind of just echoes off of all the mountains here.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, what is this thing in front of me?
Yeah, I was about to say. Let's get everybody else over this way real quick. Boop. Yeah. So as you would make your way down, you see like at first the silhouette like comes into view with your dark vision. It seems like on the top of one of these mountains there's something very odd shaped and like huge. As you get closer, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger, and then finally when you get close enough, you can tell that these are bones. A huge skeleton. It seems like a very long spinal cord of something that seems to wrap around the like. It seems like it's been impaled on some of the mountains, and it weaves and bobs in between them. The ribs of this thing.
So it decomposed here. Got it.
Yes, but it does seem like this was a huge, like probably colossal sized creature, or
Oh. I'm gonna ask the you said Dorgon is what she is?
Dorgar. Yeah.
Dorgar. I'm gonna ask the Dorgar lady, the lady with the beard.
Oh god, I will translate. I'll translate.
Okay. Well, ask her if she knows what this creature is that we found skeleton.
Do you know this creature?
Let me roll a history check with advantage for her, because... Okay, yeah. Me make sure I'm saying this right, because I want to make sure which size is bigger. Yeah, I was right. It is colossal. I love you.
I love you too.
Okay, so yeah, he tells you.
She tells you that they love you, bro.
No, yeah, sorry, I was talking about Beyonce.
It's funnier this way.
Beyonce.
Yeah.
You asked her?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Congratulations.
Well, thank you. But yeah, she tells you that this thing was like slain like way long ago. She can't remember the exact like how long ago, but she tells you it is like one of these stories that is still told in the like Dorgar kingdom to this day. About I think his name's Gormir, the Earth Splitter, and the epic tale of the like colossal purple worm.
The purple worm. So this was a worm?
Yeah, so the most people know what a purple worm is. Yeah, they're pretty like common to be heard about, especially for any like adventuring thing. They're not super common to encounter, but people get told the stories. So they are like, especially down here, they are a giant worm that burrows through the ground and pretty much eats just about anything in its like path. This, from what she's explaining to you, seems to be a greatly enhanced sized one, from what you would know.
A greatly enhanced sized one. Okay.
Yes, because a normal purple worm is like, I think it's huge category, right?
Is there anything here worth salvaging at all?
No, it's gargantuan. So it's the size under this thing. No. From what this seems like, this thing has been here for. It's really hard to tell how long. Like probably at least 500 or more years. The bones seem to be not that strong. They seem to have decayed a lot over time, but they seem at least stable enough to have been standing.
Okay. Is there any there? So you said there's nothing that would be like salvageable or worth taking from this. The bones have any kind of properties?
As far as you can tell, no. They just seem like regular huge bones.
Okay. Well, I guess there's nothing I need here. Should we rest and then move some more?
Yeah, why not?
Could somebody roll me a D100 real quick?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Your guys' sleep throughout the night it's not interrupted, but you guys keep getting woke up by like far off sounds that keep echoing throughout the mountain range. It's very hard to identify what exactly the sound is, because by the time it gets to you, it just sounds like a loud like noise, not fully like coherent anymore. But a very restless night's sleep. But other than that, nothing else happens.
Okay.
But
Another space.
Yeah, another 3. But the Dorgar lady tells you, since we hit this thing, we should probably like just follow it straight down that way.
Okay.
It's at least some like guidance to the like potentially.
Okay. So we rest again.
Well, this time,
Let's get 'em.
roll me one more D100.
Can I get to it?
21.
21?
80.
And 80, okay. So
Somebody's cat's fighting.
Am I audible again?
Hey,
Yeah, there's cats fighting. Sorry.
give me
There's
just
cats
one
fighting
second.
outside.
I've been listening, but my microphone hasn't been working.
Someone got to go
Still
control
outside,
their
but-
pussy.
Okay. So as you guys are settling down for the night, let me roll this real quick.
Are we doing a full 8 hours for Solomon?
I mean,
I think we kind of have to.
Yes, we're gonna have to, my guy.
All right, then I'll keep watch the first 4.
well,
Okay, I'll
Alright.
just be awake for the last
I'll
one.
take the second.
well, this is happening as soon as you guys are going to sleep. So let me roll this shit.
Oh, I'm not asleep. Good to know.
Okay. So then does a natural 20 hit you because you rolled a natural 20?
I mean, of course it does. It auto hits. Why are you even asking that question?
Because I'm surprised I rolled a natural 20.
I mean,
Why
hey,
you ask
some DMs
rhetorical questions?
are that.
Damn. Oh wait, that's right. I gotta roll one more because crit. Damn. Still no damage to you because your reasons, but as everybody else is falling asleep and you're standing there, you hear something like your ear kind of catches something as you hear like something whistling through the wind, and then boom, right in your like shoulder, a crossbow bolt hits you.
Oh,
Then my bird starts squawking.
who's trying to tickle me? Show yourself.
Does no damage to you, but
Just thaumaturgy yell at them. Show yourself, coward.
Who's trying to tickle me?
but from where you are standing, you can see like off in the distance because your dark vision, you can see some silhouettes moving. Like I'd say it's like right diagonally from you, up on like a ridge not too far from you.
Okay, it's like a small ridge.
Yeah, it's like a small ridge on the like little mountain path next to you.
About like how far did you say?
I'd say it's probably about like 60 feet.
Wait. Would I wake up from thaumaturgy because my bird is also like a thing?
Yeah, I did scream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fireball.
Whoa! They might be the Dwargar. What the fuck?
They didn't answer, so
I mean, that's true.
Okay.
You know what? You're right. I fireball as well too. No, I'm kidding.
What the fuck is happening?
So
Someone shot me. And I'm catching them on fire.
let me go to the advanced roller so I can add their dexterity bonus.
They don't need it.
So that one got an 18, and the other one got another natural 20.
Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
Rude. Maybe.
So go ahead and roll the
Final
damage.
Soul Iron's luck.
Go ahead and
Which
roll
one
the
is it
damage
again?
for me.
I'm 8d6.
That way I know how much they're taking. So half of 29.
14.
Yeah.
8? It takes 8? Jesus Christ.
Yeah, fireball OP, bro.
So yeah, the fireball goes off, and you do hear some screaming and shouting.
Does that mean I can see them?
Does
better?
someone
Like
wake up from all this?
Yeah, you would wake up. For
Yeah, I
everybody,
screamed immediately.
for everybody else, you guys just hear screaming that makes no sense to you, Solomon, and the Dorgar lady. You guys hear in Dwarven, people going, "Oh shit, fuck."
Did the
Preston
fireball
draws
give me
his
enough
slow
light to
longsword
get like a
and
better
starts
view of
walking in
what's
that
going on?
direction.
Okay, you're
What
gonna.
the fuck?
I couldn't understand a word either one of you just said.
I said, did the fireball's light show me more of what's going on, Bray?
Yeah, you would have got a brief glimpse of somebody, like something that looks very similar to the person you're traveling with.
Mm.
Very
Got
brief
shot by a
glimpse. But yeah, upon
How
like
far away are they from Veston?
they're 60 feet up on a ridge line.
60 feet up?
Yeah, 60 feet.
Yeah.
How far you reckon you can throw me?
Throw you?
Because I don't have
know.
heavy armor on yet.
I have an idea. Do we roll initiative?
Can you catapult me, please?
Oh, no. I can vortex warp you.
They'll roll an initiative.
Even better.
But
Yeah.
We could
the
do the wall tactic. I teleport you.
Yeah, I
you
just need to get
teleport
within
me.
30 feet.
Iron.
Oh, yeah.
The
What's up?
Dwargar lady would come up to you, like come running up to you and like telling you that those people are probably her kin because she can hear them screaming in Dwarvish up there.
Hey, stop the attack! Stop the attack!
Well, let's tell them to stop shooting us.
Wait. Someone just speaks quickly. Sorry. This is all a misunderstanding. Like as in, he talks in Durgar, or no, not Durgar. He talks in Dwarvish. There's all a big misunderstanding.
Misunderstand. He's not.
You would hear somebody shout back, "The prick set me on fire!" Damn hell!
It doesn't last.
Veston materializes a heavy crossbow and points it at the cliff.
Why are you doing that?
Veston doesn't understand any words that are happening right now.
I don't need to know what. Okay, they're asking why did you set them on fire?
I didn't. I just burned them. They're not on fire.
Oh my fucking god.
I mean, the same thing, essentially.
No, it's not. Those are two very different things. There is a key difference.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat more. But you hear another shout, back.
But did he buy?
Iron.
Mm.
They shout back to you. If you guys don't fire any more stuff, we won't fire any more stuff. We'll come down.
We'll agree.
Okay.
Sorry.
They started it. Don't be sorry.
They're being territorial.
Okay.
He
I'm
goes
gonna
back
shoot.
into common.
I'm
Don't
gonna shoot a
it.
grappling hook arrow onto the cliff so that there's a rope dangling down for them to climb.
Oh, okay. Alright.
They'll make some makeshift thing to come sliding down.
Cut the rope.
Solomon, ask them why they fired on us.
Oh, did they fire on you guys?
Yeah, they shot me with an arrow. It's still my arm.
They
What do you
shot
mean?
first.
Do you mind? He goes back into his Durgar's, his Dwarvish speak. Do you guys? Why did you guys shoot at us earlier, though?
They look to you, and then they look to Rascal and Veston and the other elf in the party, and they look back.
The other elf.
Yes, the other elf.
I got full plate armor.
They tell you, well, it's hard to tell from a distance whether or not, that elf's a drow or that other elf's a drow. They all kind of look a little bit the same, especially in the dark. So it's better to shoot
I do
then
have
ask
very
questions.
gothic robes on. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's better to.
I mean, if you shoot first and ask questions later, you get burned. I'm sorry. That's the response.
So it's better to shoot first and ask questions later down here, especially with the drow as of late.
Oh, so that's why. And he goes to Vestin.
Racism.
And he goes to
Racism,
Vestin.
yeah.
And he goes to Vestin. Apparently the Drow are causing trouble down here in the Underdark.
Well, I gesture to myself being an elf from the water looking nothing like a drow.
Has gills.
Look at me! Do I look like a drow?
I mean, from a distance,
I was very offended.
it breaks the fourth wall and turns you in pure common. Well, at a distance and in the dark, probably so.
Well, I guess you guys are gnomes then, right?
No.
Oh wow. Oh no. I mean, Vestin knows what he looks like. He's also Shadog. He's not too far off from Drow.
So,
You're the closest to drow.
so
I am literally like Drow adjacent.
So
I'm gonna cast healing words on. You didn't get hurt at all, did you? Or do you need that?
No, I'm
I don't
fine.
think anyone got
Don't worry
hurt.
about it.
so
Yeah, they got
someone will
Yeah, don't heal them.
someone will
I
tell
can-
the Durgar people we brought one of you kin back because apparently they were escaping from the Mushroom City.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say while you guys were talking to that one, the other one was like talking to this person. But yeah, they both like as soon as they see her, they seem like very like happy because they know like specifically who this is. And Iron, you would hear them say they are like very happy that the chieftain will be like he thought she was dead basically. He's gonna be like elated to see her. That's basically what you hear from them.
Oh, alright. Oh, and also Solomon will show the Durgar something else. So apparently she told me about a story about a monster. We took the short way through and we defeated this thing. He shows them the Jabberwock eyes.
As soon as you say short way, you mean through the mountains, and then they think they hear you talking about a tail. They're like, oh, you're talking about that old tall tail, and you show them the eyes, and they kind of like do a double take to it.
Yeah, we should have cut its head off and just thrown it at their feet.
Witcher style.
Uh,
I mean, Vestin has pictures of it on his
Oh yeah.
on his eye
You want to
stones.
see it? You want to see it, bro? Here, look at this. It's crazy.
well, let alone that the story's real, but they tell you that well, if that beast was truly real and you guys did slay it, you might be, you know, like kind of answer to our prayers that we were hoping for.
Yeah. Aren't you glad you didn't try to fight us?
Can you not be so snarky right now?
But he tells you, especially like because they want to get her back as soon as possible, that they'll take you directly to the place where they have their like camp set up for the time being.
Alright. This will be fine.
But he also says, we saw that you were setting up for the sleep for the night. So I assume you guys are gonna rest here. We'll probably just be not too far from here. We did have some stuff up there, but I think most of it got burnt up.
Oh god damn it. Is there any way to mend it by any chance?
Unless you can singe or mend a pile of ash.
Is that possible?
No.
Okay.
Those in glass houses don't throw stones and such.
But yeah. We'll say other than that. Unless you wanted to do a watch still.
I'll do a watch still because like we both lamp to sleep 4 hours, so it makes sense for us to watch forever. There's no reason for us to all be asleep to just get hurt for no reason.
Okay.
Man, I
Well-
can't wait till I can get that 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 potion, man. When I
Tell-
reach level 10.
Tell them if they'll allow me, I'll use healing words or which one does more? Healing words or mass healing word?
Mass healing word, of course. It'll heal all the people that got hit by a fireball.
There we go. We'll do
I
that.
think technically they are the same number of health points though.
Push your spell modifier. My spell modifier. I have no idea. You guys have told me, but I don't know. Spell attack bonus, is that it?
Yep. Just tell us that. Okay, so it's
8.
5.
And then D4.
Yeah,
Four.
D4
Yeah.
plus 5.
Isn't it funny though, guys, that that the human of the party was not attacked and he had to go stop the conflict between?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
they attacked the the only person who was standing upright. Everybody else was like laying down asleep. So they wanted to take the lookout first. They're not dumb by any means. They know how to like
Yeah.
ambush.
They're dumb enough to poke a bear.
Again, it's pitch black down here. But yeah, after like we'll say you guys do your watch, because pretty much because like you assume they're patrolling this area, nothing much else shows up during your watches. But yeah, as soon as you guys wake up in the morning, they direct you 3 spaces this way towards the the head of this thing right down there.
Down where?
Down to your left diagonal, like
That's where we should go?
yeah. They basically lead you along the spine of this thing going forward, and you end up at a massive. I wish they had a different skeleton, like you could interchange the skeleton a little bit, but you're just gonna have to use your imagination and say it's a purple worm.
Well,
But-
if it's a skeleton, it wouldn't be purple.
Well, I'm talking about the head. The head doesn't exactly scream purple worm, especially when it's got horns.
Oh, do I know the purple worm? Because I actually fought it before in another campaign I was in. I was wondering if Solomon might know the purple worm through legend.
Yeah, I mean, you would have heard, like, most people have heard of a purple worm. It's very rare to encounter one, like, ever, but I would say most adventuring parties at a certain level will hear about a purple worm eventually.
Alright.
But yeah, as you guys travel for a while following them, they lead you to the massive head on this thing, and as you get near there, you can start to hear more and more commotion up ahead, like bustling of stuff. And as you get there and walk out on this ridgeline, you can see down at the it's an area where the mountains are. There's a bunch of mountains on each side of this, and it kind of flattens out. There is a camp, and there's a bunch of light, and you can see I'd say a couple hundred Duergar, if not more. It's hard to tell if there's people inside these makeshift huts and whatnot. But
Is this where they came from?
yeah, they tell
ones
you
that
the chieftain should be unless he went out on a scouting thing, he should be in camp.
Alright.
Dum-ba-da-dump. But
Big
But-
purple one thing.
same thing, like similar to what happened where you guys got ambushed. Nobody shoots at you, but as you guys are approaching, even though like the dwarves are in front of you guys, there seems to be some people on guard, and they kind of like as soon as they see you, kind of point their stuff at you, and the other door guard with you have to like tell them, hey, don't do that and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Veston does not stop walking, unintimidated.
But I will say, as you guys are being led through the camp, you are getting a lot of stares from
Ragged.
a lot of the door guard people, especially
Alright,
like.
that's
no, go ahead.
Raggy. Those raggets.
I was gonna say, what were you gonna say, Iron?
let's say what are they, who are they staring at the most?
I'd say a few of them are like staring at Claymore, kind of like like
The tall giant.
cocking ahead, like what the hell is that, and trying to figure it out. But also, the majority of people are staring at the 3 elf people walking through. Especially any little
How they
kid,
know I'm an elf.
especially any like little door guard like children. They're like, Iron, you would hear like, "Oh, mommy, what are those people?" You know.
I'm just gonna start talking shit about them to Vestin and Abyssal.
They don't know any better. They've literally been living under all of the rocks.
It's no excuse. Educate yourself.
They're literally
Hey,
living
it's
in the earth.
it's kind of funny though. Someone's understanding what you're saying.
It's fine.
Like, are you serious? You just speaks back at Abyssal and I'm like, are you serious right now? At this time?
Yeah. Fuck these guys.
I mean, they are being hella racist.
They're just assuming I'm an elf. They haven't even seen my ears.
Oh my god. Alright.
So yeah, the 2 people leading you, they walk up to like the biggest tent that's here. They tell you, just wait here real quick, and they kind of run in. They come back out and they tell you, like they speak out and you can hear them, Iron. They tell to follow them in. That the chief's waiting to see them, and they also tell like her, like you're free to come in at any time. They point like they don't understand why she waited out here with you.
Alright.
But as you guys go in, the lady like kind of runs past you guys, and as soon as the chieftain and her see each other, they kind of run and give each other a hug. And Iron, you would hear them say, like, exchange, "Oh, I never thought I'd see you again," and all this, and the sappy romantic stuff. You can tell that these people are involved, and that's probably his kid.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
Ransom $500.
after having their moment, you hear her kind of explain
500 platinum.
what happened and the stuff you had to go through to get here, and she's basically, I wouldn't say talking you up per se, but she's giving you guys like, a good story here.
Alright.
But yeah, chieftain would turn to you guys and, surprisingly, he would talk in common.
Oh, thank God.
He turns to you guys and says, "So I hear from my lovely wife here that you saved her from the hordes of mushrooms back in our kingdom, and even slayed the beast of one of our old legends that was not even thought to be real."
And some hook horrors.
That is correct.
Well, I'm gonna be frank with you. We are in a bit of a very dire situation as it stands. I don't know. You know, I'm assuming she didn't fill you guys in on what happened back at our capital.
I think we know, though.
We probably might have known.
Well,
I think we've pieced it together.
Well, you might have seen what happened, but to give you the quick rundown is the drow that I'm assuming you would have seen when you went there or were near there. They led in a massive assault on our place, which they have done before and failed at. But this time, they brought a much bigger army, and we were holding them off until the mushrooms showed up, and that kind of turned the tide in a unfavorable position for both our sides. And we were lucky enough to get our people out because we had escape routes throughout the city. But we did not get everybody out. I will say that much. We lost many of people. But the drow got the worst of it. They, those bastards, they got what was coming to them. I would say, I'm assuming 90 or at least probably 100% of their army got wiped out by the mushrooms. But sad to say, they didn't stay dead as they should have. And we've sent scouting parties back to our place, and it is locked up tight with that army they've gotten there. And from what I have been able to gather from some of the people who were brave enough to venture in there and come back half covered in mushrooms themselves, not only is there an army in there, but they are doing some kind of ritual or prepping a ritual or trying to do something of the sorts to spread their stuff and grow their army even further. And they didn't get to see anything up close, but it seems like they're almost done with it. And oh no, go ahead.
Solomon asks, is it possible if we could help you and your people take back your city?
Well, that was going to be my next point. We don't have the numbers that we used to have, and I hate to say it, we don't have the weaponry. But
how much nitroglycerin can you get me in a week?
I would say probably a lot if we were back in our capital city and had our access to our mines. But that is a sad fact that we don't have access to any of our previous huge mining stuff.
So what you're telling me is there's a stockpile of nitroglycerin in your mines?
Oh my god.
I wouldn't say a stockpile, but we probably have some. I would assume.
Hey, Final, I want to ask something.
Yeah.
So, what's our relationship with the rat people?
I'd say like decent, I guess, because they were cordial enough not to do anything to you because you kind of showed up and didn't, immediately attack them. The king did ask, like, hey, could you possibly go solve this? But yeah, I would say they're decent enough to where you can talk to them without being attacked on sight for sure.
But would they be willing to help us?
You
to attack?
have no clue.
Mm,
That would probably
That's the problem.
require some persuading.
which I'm not proficient in.
But the king or the current chieftain does tell you. Now, I've been looking for it while I was here, and I have mapped out a few places, but I haven't had any luck in finding what I'm going to tell you about. And he points up to like the giant skull that is above them. I know you guys have noticed that. Well, way back
What's
in the...
the
What was that?
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I just said, I heard the do, and I just went, what's the sitch? I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. But he tells you, a long time ago, probably about like 1,000 years now or so, give or take, we had a king, and he and his army, not a very big army, but an army, took this thing out, and he and the rest of them lost their lives in the process and were entombed somewhere in this like mountainous area. And from what I have led to believe from the stuff that was left for me in the capital when I took over ruling, that his weapon is of great like value, and especially in a situation like this. It is said to have had like earth-shattering properties to it, in air quotes, as well as the people he was buried with were buried with their weapons. So he tells you that basically, if you can help him find this tomb that is around here, there's a stockpile of weapons that he can arm his people with, and the legendary weapon that is there may not be, legendary, but it might help, especially.
I'm gonna ask him with the air quotes that he did. Does he not believe what he's telling us?
Well, I mean, I believe that it is a very powerful weapon, but I don't know exactly how powerful. Legends like to exaggerate how legendary something was, from what I've found out. But if it is as powerful as they say, it could help us turn the tide in taking back our city.
Okay. Someone pulled out the the Jabberwock eye. If this thing is a legendary creature, then why not the weapon?
Yes, the scouts did mention that you guys had that to me. I thought they were maybe seeing stuff, but seeing this up close, And from the stuff that
Vestin
I've read,
pulls out the pictures on his ascending stone.
he looks at that as well. He's like, he tells you, well, from the stuff that I have, the scrolls I've had access to back in the or not scrolls, the tablets I've had access to back in the capital. They did describe such a creature and like a few accountings of it, but we weren't supposed to, you know, tell many people because, you know, don't want to freak anybody out about something like that being real. But it is very impressive that he looks to the group of you that you guys did take it out. From what I have here, it's a very fearsome creature.
Indeed, it was.
Wasn't that bad.
Not even close, baby.
Well, like I was telling Den, if I ran the normal one, I think it would have been a lot harder. But
Yeah.
but hey, you live, you learn. I tried something.
Yeah. Try something new.
It was still fun.
It was still hella fun.
But yeah, he asks, "Are you guys willing to help me find this tomb and like get the stuff from there and help me reclaim the city? Because
Of course.
we are willing to help you guys fight to take out the common enemy."
There's
Alright.
more than
Goddamn.
one entity, more than one mushroom entity that exists down here.
Where was the last place that you guys knew about it, or what clues do you have about its whereabouts?
Before I go into what he's gonna say, Vestin, what did you say?
There's more than one large mushroom entity, as in, like, has control over them.
As far as he tells you, as far as we saw when they attacked us the very first time, when the Drows were invading our place, there was one particular thing that seemed to be leading the mushrooms, which was and he gives you a description of what he saw, and it matches detail word for word of what you saw in your little nightmare vision thing.
That is who we have come to kill. Or what, I guess.
But he tells you also as well, it's like, it seems very strange because even though that thing was leading him, it didn't seem like it was very caring about its like well-being of it getting hit in its body. Like, it seemed to take, from what he could tell, a lot of attacks, and nothing seemed to like phase it pretty much. He couldn't tell if it was actually there or if it was like some kind of weird thing going on.
Solomon asks, did you use fire by any chance?
I mean, we had kegs and other stuff that we set on fire throughout the city, and we had flaming arrows. I mean, and while it worked for some of it, they didn't seem to be like normal foliage plants.
Not the normal type of fun guy.
They seem to have some kind of sort of magical property to them, which I guess changed them and made them come alive. And maybe I'm not too well versed in that sort of stuff, magic that could actually do that. So I don't know what it could change about them.
But I have a question though, final. Does Solomon know?
I mean, you would have probably read a lot of books about different kinds of stuff that it would have been like something similar to this, but not this particular thing.
Alright. So it's mainly on another dark thing. Gotcha.
Yeah, you probably would have read a lot of books about like, oh, this thing bringing back the undead maybe does this and that, and theories and all kinds of stuff like that relating to like undead kind of things being brought back and stuff like that. But this would be more like outside of that realm. It would be something close, but not particularly that.
All right.
And to answer your question, Eliza, he would unfold like a map that he has seemed to like hand drawn of this place. It does seem very detailed. And he has like a couple of suspected locations marked down on here. Here, let me draw. So he would tell you he has checked here. He has specs maybe here. Down that way. Down there. And there.
Don't we have locate
Now-
object?
I don't know, do you?
Yeah, I do.
And how does locate object work again? Do you have to have like seen the object, or what is the description on that?
What?
There's a couple different cases, but you can have it described to you.
I can put it in chat. Give me a sec. This is familiar to you, whatever that vague word means.
I would say I would say if he was the one casting the spell, it would probably work for him. But since this is like the first time you guys hearing about this, you wouldn't be like familiar with it.
Can I cast it with him as the arcane focus?
I'm gonna go with no because it's not an arcane focus.
Imagine that one anime. So you like get down on your knees and you like hold each other's hands and you like put your foreheads together.
But here,
Just
let me
put my
mark.
hands on his skull. Picture the item.
Let me mark
Yeah.
this. So for the ones I've marked, I'll put red on there to show he's checked that place, and that place. He tells you some of the other places he's like suspected. He's like attempted to get down there, but they're not exactly in the easiest locations to check.
Okay, we'll go check a place.
Let's go do that. So shout out. Did we rested? Yeah. Just make sure.
I
did do
mean,
the rest.
I mean, technically, you guys did travel through spaces. You would have to rest, but I mean, we can just save for the sake of saving time. You guys get a long rest in because you guys are in a camp. There's not much of like danger here.
I don't think I've done anything since we last
There's
rested.
people that already shot us while we were trying to rest.
Hey, you're a
Literally
werewolf.
rested
Don't
after
worry
that,
about it.
So it's like whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, whoa,
Right.
whoa, whoa.
Okay, so we got two spots to look at. Yeah. We got two.
Three.
Oh, three. I mean, we got three locations. Solomon asks to his party. Where do you think we should go? My feelings in the middle.
Well, I can only see one of them right now.
Well,
Well, here, I'll move you over here so you can see.
Oh,
I feel
All
like
right.
Yeah,
I feel
sorry.
like we travel to the closest one and then go to the next one closest to that.
I feel like we can hit him in a this away.
Yeah,
Or
I
like
was thinking in
this
a bot.
away.
Yeah,
Either way.
botting up,
Bottom up this away.
botting up.
Right to here.
E.
But yeah, since you guys are gonna do that, the commander tells you if there's anything that he can help you guys with the limited resources he has right now, he'll try to scrounge up stuff while you're gone, but he makes no promises of what's gonna actually be able to get, like, found or whatnot.
All right.
But other than that, he's just gonna be getting his people ready for the potential assault.
I mean, can you guys think of anything more useful than explosives? I guess like weapons and armor for the people that he has that don't have weapons and armor.
Yeah.
Yeah, make us a small army to go fight the mushrooms with. Take back your land.
Well, he has the
They
people
can take
here.
your
It's
lives.
just
Never take.
It's just we don't have the weapons.
yeah, the weapon. Like he tells, like the whole part of finding the tomb as well, besides like the hammer thingy he was talking about,
Oh yeah.
was the armory that supposedly is buried
Okay.
with the army that fought this giant worm thing.
Well, that's what this is. Yeah, then I guess it's just explosives.
Do they have metal?
They do have like a little bit. It's not a whole lot. I'll tell you that much. It'd probably be enough to make maybe like one or two like not full suits of armor, but like probably like enough to make a couple things of chainmail or something like that. But they don't have any way to they don't have a forge here, so their metalworking is kind of like.
Okay. So we're heading in. We're gonna go head to the location first.
Yeah.
Since we did do a rest.
Bum.
We cast a burst.
1 or 2. We burst surge.
Testicle
That's
I
burst.
too
summon
bad.
my blue eyes white dragon. Yogi.
Blue eyes. Italo burst stream.
Well, listen here, Jimbo. I'm sending you to the Shadow Realm.
think.
We activate the seal of Orichalcos.
Brain blast. I just need to summon Dark Magician in trap position.
But yeah, we'll say you guys traverse 3 spaces down here.
I break dance.
Everybody who
was.
would like to go ahead and roll.
Oh, do we roll?
I'd say. Yeah, I'd say perception.
Oh, that's something that Solomon is good at.
Veston's
He's pretty good at it. All right, let's go do it. Yeah. Oh wait.
I think our
Hey,
whole party
question.
is pretty decent. At it.
Question. Question final. Is my effect still up?
What effect?
Same.
Remember that birthday thing that you told me about?
Oh yeah.
I got a 24.
God. Ow! 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 Fuck! That hurts.
I mean, if anybody wants to
give me advantage.
Yeah, if anybody wants to give the 2 people who rolled 2 natural 20s advantage, you guys pretty much have this location solved. Oh god.
Well, I got a 24. I have a bird that gives me +5.
Yeah, but it's a natural 20, my guy.
But also, you gotta remember, you're using dark vision, and you can only see silhouettes unless you have light. So that would give you like a -5.
Pain and suffering.
Hey, does that count or does that not count?
I mean,
I
my
have
bow
fire
can help.
arrows.
Yeah, fuck it. Fuck it. Let's go do the crit thing right now. Is that alright, final?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Let's go do it.
So yeah, with all of you searching, you successfully determine, especially because you guys look high, low, fucking everywhere. There is no entrance to any kind of special thing, no hidden anything in this location.
Lame.
But
on to the next one.
Somebody roll me a D100 real quick. Okay, yeah, that works for me. In searching, because there was a lot of natural 20s rolled there, and I know the people didn't get their stuff, but because Iron used his critical thing, you guys, while searching, do find 3 gemstones about the size of your palm. They are like a deep blue color. They are worth about like I'd say 150 a piece, gold wise.
Can you use identify as a ritual? See what it is?
Yeah, sure. Does that identify like normal objects too, or was it just like?
Well, let me double check. Just double checking.
Because I've rarely used.
Also, don't mind noises because it might be my cat that's on my lap right now.
All I hear is the roosters.
Yeah.
The rooster. There's the roosters as well in the background from the neighbor's house.
Here comes the rooster.
Makes me feel like I'm really inside this
right.
village.
Is it magic imbued? Is what I'm asking.
No, they're not magical. They're regular gems.
Then it wouldn't work.
Okay, yeah, they have no magic to them as far as you can tell. They're just regular gems. But they do look very like beautiful.
Okay. I'll keep those gems in check. It'll be useful later on.
But yeah, you guys did go 3, so you'd have to take another long rest. And Veston, real quick, could you please roll me a wisdom save, if you would?
Oh no. Oh no, Veston.
Who knows, he might make it. If he's here.
Veston!
What happened?
Roll a wisdom save, my dude.
Not again.
Yes.
Go
That's
away,
what I'm
mushroom
saying.
lady.
No.
Flash of genius to reach a 15.
Still doesn't save, sadly.
No.
Bardic inspiration.
Bro,
You don't-
inspiration that shit.
You don't know what's happening. Get the fuck out of here.
It's a 20.
If you knew it was happening, you could give it to, but you don't, because it's
But
in
she
his
warned
head.
him. She even yelled out to him.
Because it's in his head. But
Okay.
no, even with a 15, you would fail. So as you guys are dozing off to sleep, Veston, you wake up in like another dreamscape. It is not like a mushroom place this time. This time you were kind of like floating above the mountains of where you are. In the distance above you, it's kind of like a black void. You get that same sensation that you got when that like muffled voice was calling to you before in the giant mushroom place that wasn't the mushroom lady that was coming from like the giant mushroom thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we determined that like you just you didn't understand the voice because you didn't have that language.
Yeah.
Same thing happens this time. Another muffled like thing, but you can get the feeling and sensation of what this thing's trying to tell you, and it turns your head back down to the mountains, and you go down from being above the mountains to like flying down, because it may not like look at here near where these X's are down here, but there is some of the red like watery kind of gunk down here. It's more puddles down here than it is like flowing river like up there. But it zooms you into like a certain red, like huge kind of like lake size like puddle of this stuff. It zooms you in even like further to like a like kind of crevice entrance like right at the peak of the where the water goes like into it. And it seems like it's trying to tell you something, and then you wake up in a cold sweat.
I write all that down. And I try to draw it.
Okay. Man, it's almost like there's two different things going on.
Oh. So does his waking up wake any of us up, or is it just like he just woke up and we're still asleep?
I mean, he would wake up in like
If we're sleeping 8 hours, I'll always switch off sleeping. I'll never be entirely asleep with the party.
Yeah, but
I would say this would probably happen if Rascal's on his watch awake. He'd probably see Veston wake up in like a cold sweat, but he probably wouldn't make enough noise because it's not like this was a nightmare that he'd be freaking out. This was just a weird dream.
After getting it all noted down, Veston will wait until he'll go back to bed and share it with the party in the morning. I got a new vision, guys.
is that the first thing you say whenever we wake up?
What's the new vision? Where's my coffee?
What the fuck's
Trying to
coffee?
go
Where's
find
the
a,
rum?
It's a
to find
foreign
the
thing, you won't
where
understand.
the tunnel goes in.
Coffee is weak.
Coffee is
This is a statement for the ages.
weak.
But yeah.
Are we there yet?
I don't
Okay,
know. What are
so-
y'all doing with the information he gave you?
Is there
Go.
puddles by this hole in the ground?
There have been.
What
there
did
have
you
been,
see with your special eyes?
There have been a multitude of puddles. Not as big as what you saw in your thing, but as you arrive near this X, Vestin, as soon as you like walk over a ridgeline and see like what's in the middle of between these like mountains, you immediately get hit with deja vu from your like dream. The huge like lake in the middle, exactly as it was shown.
The destination is on your right.
And what you would have gleaned from your thing, whatever you're looking for, might not be above the water. It might be like in the water somewhere.
50 gold says it's in the water.
Like, is this deep water?
I have no idea.
Let's put it this way.
I saw it from a great height.
It's like a lake size. Think of it just an average lake. It's about like that deep.
Well, I can go search the lake, seeing as I can swim and breathe.
I will let you know this is a lake that is full of that red gunky stuff that I talked about before.
Ritual cast water walk.
Can I do dancing lights into the water?
You can, but I will say this much: it'll help, but it won't help that much. You'll be able to see a little bit for sure.
I light a torch.
The water, in the water, yes, please.
No, while we're walking on top of the water.
Yeah. Is Eliza the only one going into the water, or is everybody else walking on top?
Can I do something? If
Yeah.
you don't mind.
Yeah, go for it. What's up?
I never expanded my second level spell list, so can I get a new one? If you don't mind.
Sure.
Air bubble.
It's a strong one for this specific situation.
So there's a water area, yeah, that Argwin's swimming at.
Yeah.
Yes.
She went in.
Alright, I'll join in. I'll go
What's
cast
the
air bubble on
math
myself.
is it your Constitution mod per minute kind of thing?
It says here you create a special globe around the head of a willing
I
creature.
mean, how long can you hold your breath equal to your Constitution modifier? Is it like if you have 5, is that 5 minutes or is that like?
Here, let me.
Sounds right.
Just so you know, the air bubble doesn't give me fresh air.
Oh, that is one unfortunate thing of the air bubble.
And also it has a lot of air until the spell ends.
Wait, so all you need to do is just build an air purifier on your hat, and then air bubble is flawless.
It says here you create a special bubble around the head of a willing creature you can see within range. The globe is filled with fresh air that lasts until the spell ends. If the creature has more than one head, the globe appears around only one of its heads. Which is funny. Which is all the creature needs to avoid suffocation, assuming that that all its
So,
heads share the same respiratory system.
the rule for regular just going underwater is 1 plus your constitution modifier is the equal of minutes you can stay under the water before you start,
So
run out
5
of
would
air.
be 6 minutes.
Mm.
So I can hold my breath for 4 minutes.
Oh, just so you know, isn't water walk a elevator spell for water?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
You instantly come back up.
Yeah, we'll do that as a failsafe. But nonetheless, can I do something funny though about this air bubble,
Wait, what was that?
guys? Can I tell you something funny about air bubble?
Yeah.
What?
It can it lasts until it lasts for 24 hours. No concentration needed.
Bubble O air.
Mm-hmm.
You're just like head on a pillow surrounded by a bubble.
It's like mage armor, but for breathing.
How many of those can you make? Because I really don't want to get this gunk in my gills.
I can make it up to 3 people. That is
Gimme.
equal to my spell list. Like my spells prepared and stuff. Wait, hold on, let me see. Yeah, I could do it up to 3 people, but that'll consume all my 2nd level spell slots.
Well, we already traveled for more than half a day.
Yeah. So I'll give it to whoever. Okay, who's swimming right now? It's me, Argwin, and who? Is it Veston or is it? Okay, so I'll give it to Veston as well. So all 3 of us will be going underwater while Rascal and Claymore keeps watch.
So, everybody roll perception. Veston, you can roll with advantage because of your vision. I would say Argwin, you get a normal roll because you're using your dancing lights, and Solomon, you roll with disadvantage because you can't really see besides your dark vision.
That's fair.
And then Rascal gets a normal roll because he's above the water.
That's not the right one. There you go.
There you go.
Plus
what do they get?
5 to that, so 20.
Fuck it. Let's go put on Flash of Genius since I couldn't use it on Veston before. So that'd be a
Yeah, I mean,
that would be a 24.
he definitely broke the thing to get it. So yeah, after a little bit of swimming around, because this is a big lake, you do eventually, while you guys are swimming under the water, Veston, you come across it, and again, immediately hit with a deja vu. You see like the crevice going, like starting and then going under the water, and from what you can like see in your range, it looks like it goes for a little bit.
How long is a little bit?
Probably like at least a couple 100 feet for sure.
Okay. Veston's gonna use fire bolts up in the air as like a flare to get everybody's attention.
Mm.
And then once
Someone-
everybody's all together, he'll point
Yeah.
them in the right direction.
Alright.
There's always a bigger fish.
I will say, as soon as like Claymore hits the water, he just kind of like sinks down to the bottom.
Wait. How long is the is the water walk?
Yeah, it's still on him.
Yeah,
Well,
he's
the
affected
the
by a
thing
water
is,
walk, isn't it?
the like you can't basically to follow this crevice down, you have to go under the water. So he would have to go down into the water.
Oh my god.
That's the sad part of this. The tunnel leads into the water, so you have to go underwater to get inside.
Oh my god, for Claymore.
So yeah, he
He's just running underwater.
sinks like a fucking brick down to the bottom.
I like to imagine Vestin's using Bodhi as like one of those little like handheld underwater engines.
I know exactly what you're talking about. They make you go fast as fuck
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
I will say, like, it's hard to read Bodhi's like emotions sometimes, but he doesn't seem to dislike this water for the most part.
He doesn't seem to dislike the water.
Yeah, you got.
Interesting.
But yeah, we'll say everybody keeps like swimming. You guys eventually make it to the end. Claymore shows up probably a
Late.
couple minutes. Yeah, like a good like probably 10 minutes later than you guys. Just you can no longer, as soon as like he comes up out of the water, you no longer see the shiny metal. He's covered in that red gunk. He's like, it's like caked
Oh
onto
my
his
god.
body.
It's a
Claymore,
red
what did this
swamp
water
thing.
do to you?
Should I stay up here and keep watch, or
Can-
should I just hold on to
Can-
Claymore to get down there?
Wait, does anyone have
I'd say hold on to
prestidigitation
Claymore and
by any
come with
chance?
us.
Does anyone have
No.
Vestin does. Vestin can clean them up.
Vestin, can you
Unless I'll
please
just
clean
hold
up
on to
Claymore?
Claymore like an anchor.
Yeah. Can you please clean up Claymore?
But
Yeah.
here, let me move you guys to this,
Cheers.
because as you guys like make your way through and then surface on the other end, and then Claymore finally shows up, you guys are in like a what seems to be like a little cubby hole for this water into this like little cave system. But yeah, you guys end up here.
Is it combat time?
As far as you can see, like it is a kind of circular room. Nothing but cave walls and like stalactites above you. And
Is that the entrance?
the water seems very like stagnant in here.
Is
So
this
it's
where we
difficult terrain?
There seems to be terrain like in front of you. And what were you saying, Argon?
is this the entrance?
Yes, this does
Enter-
seem to be like dirt and terrain. There does seem to be like a cave, like the thing going inward.
I'm gonna cast this down the hallway.
And I will say one other thing: the air in here, um, pretty like stale, dusty, and does not like as soon as you like breathe in air, it's like, you know how you open like an old shit bottle that's been like corked up for years, and you get that like
Piss
old
ball, you mean?
that old air. Ugh, just that constantly.
It's a good thing that someone brought an air bubble with him. Because if he didn't have that, he'll be suffocating with bad air. Who's measuring?
I was just seeing how far, if I were to send it all the way down the hallway, how far it could go. Okay. Well, can I keep the orbs with us as we walk, or do I have to send them somewhere?
You can send them up to within 120 feet. You can send them in that radius.
Okay, I'll just send to, I guess, into the hallway. We don't see anything before we head down it, do we?
Yeah. As you get to a certain point in the hallway, it goes from cave wall to like very fine stonework that seems to be like immediately you can tell like dwarven make for sure.
Okay. Is there
It-
anything that we can like see or detect?
no,
Like,
not
there's no traps or anything?
as far as you can see. No, it seems to be dirt in these walls. And then ahead you see where the floor changes from this dirt path to stonework. And as you step right there, you
Dan, why do you keep sending me these ASMRs? Boyfriend sacrifices you to Dark Lord because you killed his fish ASMR. Best student has uncontrollable diarrhea during motivational speech ASMR. Boyfriend takes you out to eat, but his ops lied on him. Boyfriend ASMR. Are you
They're so funny, bro.
but no,
but his ops lied on him.
as you step right there, Elizabeth, you see off in the, because it's dark in here for a second, there's like a giant like kind of like dark silhouette, and then as you take like a step around the top of the room, stuff begins to like light up, and then all of a sudden all around the room your eyes has to adjust for a second, um as brighter light kind of just pops off from each one of these things in the corners of the room. These things begin to like shoot up and catch fire and give off light.
Okay, are these are just like statues of things, or
No, like in the corners there's these like things that seem to be like they're not, I mean they're the equivalent of torches, but they're not I forget the exact word for it.
I mean these things that I can see, the
Yeah,
circular
these
things.
huge things are like big like dwarven, like you can tell they're dwarven like warriors. They're statues of them.
Mm.
They appear to
Oh.
be very weathered, but they
Mm.
do appear to be dwarven people.
I have a question. When someone's walking up there, can he actually see what those things are?
Which things?
Final. The dwarven statues.
Yeah, they would be very. They're very visible, especially when the lights kick on.
Yeah. Do I know what those are?
From what you can tell, they appear to be like dwarvens in like full battle ready like stuff, like sword, shield,
Mm.
in their full ensemble.
Okay. Do you mind if I do something real quick? If you don't mind?
Sure, go for it. What are you doing?
Okay. Let's see if I have the spell prepared or not. I do have it prepared. Okay, good. For ritual casting, I want to do detect magic on the statues.
Okay, so with detect magic, there are a few things that are magical in this room.
Mm-hmm.
The torch things that lit up, the
Mm-hmm.
door itself, um, the thing right over here on the wall, and yeah. So the door, the statues, the
Oh boy.
inscription itself over there, like the big stone thing.
Ooh, is it? Does it have text on it?
Yes, it does.
Can I read it? Can I read it real quick?
Yeah, you can read it clear as day. It's written in Dwarvish.
Great. It's a good thing that I'm here.
It'll read. Let me find the exact.
Okay, kindergarten puzzles, here we come.
Yeah, it'll read Tomb of. Again, I'm gonna butcher his name because it's dwarvish. Gal Galmir, the Earth Splitter.
Galmir. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Galmir the Earth Splitter. Alright.
Tomb. Beware those who enter here seeking to pillage and disrespect. You will swiftly meet your end. No one shall topple the king from under the mountain.
Okay. Are there any clues of how to go bypass this, contraption without, causing any trouble?
What contraption?
That's a funny question.
I don't know
Solomon
what
sees,
contraption you're referring to.
Solomon sees Argon, stepping forward to there. Stop! Stop where you're going! Don't step any closer.
Why?
This is a tomb. Not just any tomb. A king of this under mountain tomb. It's best not to
Okay.
go near there because those things, those two statues, they're magical.
So,
So
if I
this is a riddle or what could be a trap set for intruders like, probably us.
would
So
this
the
be a-
question,
dispel magic.
the spell, oh dear lord.
Okay.
Oh
Which
boy.
thing are you casting that on?
I go, well, why don't
Because
Why don't we
you
just
can only do
get
it
rid
one
of
at a time.
and I kind of like wiggle my fingers and I turn to my right. So I guess if you're looking the one on the top statue, and I like wiggle my fingers, I'm like, ooh, dispel magic.
Okay. Go ahead and roll. Because you're definitely gonna have to roll a DC check. So roll me a D20 plus your modifier.
And
Yeah, no.
oh boy. Solomon curses in
modifier
Dwarvish.
Yeah, no. That
Does
does
that
not
set off
work on
anything?
it.
Does it set off anything?
The as the spell goes out, the statues they don't move, but the eyes do light up, and you
Oh,
do hear like a booming voice for the rest of you guys that you don't understand, but Iron understands it.
shit.
Uh,
Shit.
It kind of repeats what the thing said on the inscription, but it also adds pay respect to the king from under the mountain, and you shall not be torn asunder.
Is there? Okay.
Common or
Dwarf-
Dwarvish?
Wait, hold on.
In Dwarvish.
Yeah, he says in Dwarvish.
In Dwarvish, whoever moves first is gay.
Okay. So, is there? Okay. I want to know if there's any Dwarvish tradition of honor, to go respect the king, the Dwarvish king.
I would have to say, like, most Dwarven traditions for, like, respecting one another is, like, a certain kind of, like, it's not like a bow or kneeling.
Yeah.
It's more like, roll me a general, like, intelligence
History?
check. Yeah, intelligence
Oh,
check
no.
to see if you remember.
Intelligence.
Also,
Do
we will.
I have advantage on this or no?
Here, you can have guidance. Go.
I'd say no advantage on this, but yeah, you can get guidance. But also, like,
Okay.
we'll let you know we're probably gonna stop like right after this because it's getting
Word.
pretty late. Oh yeah, natural 20.
Natural 20.
Okay, so yeah, you
He
would
knows this.
know. You would remember reading a book on dwarven traditions, knowing that the way to pay like the highest respect is to like basically it's certain hand gestures and if you have anything to like drink from, it's raising a
Perfect.
it's raising a mug and doing the certain gesture, holding it in a certain way on your body, like pretty much
Alchemy jug.
near your chest.
Alchemy jug.
Yep,
Okay.
that is also a drinking thing. You can use
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
for.
So I bring out the alchemy jug and I pull out the bug. Everyone, gather around. Get your mugs ready, your tankards, everything.
Pour one out for the homie.
Hmm
I pull mine out and I like start foaming at the mouth.
This
Oh, yeah,
is what you're like.
giving the
right?
alcoholic.
So so Solomon pulls out some, he shakes the jug, beer, and he pulls, and he pours out the beer and takes it, puts one serving for each mug for everyone, and then Solomon instructs them on how to do the gesture, and we all do it.
Okay. As you do it, the eyes like dim, and you hear like a kerchunk from the door in front of you, and it kind of like goes a little bit open.
So it's open now. We can enter.
Yep, it's open, and
All right.
that's where we'll stop. It's a good stopping point.
It's a good stopping point.
Thank you.
Yeah. But hey, that nat 20. The last roll of the session is a nat 20.
Yeah, I mean, good thing you like rolled really good on that. I mean,
If I did roll a 15, I would have guidance, which is like a +4, and then I had the flash of genius.
Anyone who doesn't want to go to bed like losers want to play some League?
well, I'm not at home, so I
not
can't.
That.
Dang it.
I still want to
I'm
play
not
Lethal.
going to bed, but I don't want to do that.
Oh yeah, we need.
I still want to play
Company.
Lethal Company sometime, but it'll
I
have to
played
be
Lethal
there.
Company with someone in this group, and we spent all of our money on a van.
Hey, you
That
try
van
driving
picked up
that. You try driving it next time, okay?
Hey,
Okay.
No, I don't want to hear that until you try to drive the van, okay?
if
It's not easy.
if it's sometime during the week, I would love to play. I just like unless I'm home on the weekends, I can't do it.
It would have to be sometime, probably like on a Wednesday, Thursday, or Friday.
Oh, right.
Wednesday or Friday.
Hey, Jordan, I have a question.
Mhm.
Do we